And I wanted to hop on this live stream and to share with you what is it I do every single day to attune myself to the qualities such as lucidity, joy, and resilience. And I find that these qualities are incredibly supportive to navigate the ever changing, shifting reality. And I'm going to start with resilience. I'm going to start with resilience because when I looked up the definition of resilience, it's ability to bounce back from difficulties, ability to bounce back from difficulties in a rapid way, right? So resilience, it means whatever life throws at you, you're able to bounce back. You're able to just say, okay, great, right? I'm gonna bounce back from it. I'm gonna recover from difficulties. I'm gonna recover from an obstacle, and I do it faster and faster each time. And lucidity, it's a beautiful word. Just say to yourself, lucidity. What an elegant word, right? Lucidity is an ability to see things clear, with crystal clarity, like a fresh morning dew, like that feeling after the summer rain or the spring rain, where everything is fresh in the air and you're taking that breath of freshness and you experience a life in a new way, right? So, how do we cultivate those qualities and why would that matter? I'm going to take a look at your comments really quick because I can see them here. Hi, loves. Hi, loves. Please let me know where you're logging in from so I can see you in the comments. And I wanted to share with you this message because it's so powerful. Let's start with lucidity. And lucidity is an ability to discern what is helpful for your mind to focus on and what is not helpful for your mind to focus on, right? I cannot praise enough the work of Byron Katie. She is such an incredible teacher. She is an elder right now. She's in her late 70s. And this woman brought this powerful method that consists of 4 questions that instantly help you to discern what your mind is focused on. The simplest way to say it, I often ask myself, is this a helpful thought or is this unhelpful thought? Like when you start really get to know your mind, your intellect, right? And the voice in your mind, you will quickly begin to notice that there is like ongoing chatter that tries to protect you from the future or tries to make you avoid repeating the same mistake from the past, right? That mind, it either runs into the past or either runs into the future. So the mind gets to be disciplined by your conscious self, right? So I always ask myself, is this thought helpful? Is it useful? Is it moving me forward? Or is that thought keeps me spinning my wheels, keep me doubting, or keep me stuck in indecision, right? So helpful thought, unhelpful thought. Sometimes I go on the road. Thank you so much for joining me, darlings. Yeah, sometimes I go on a walk and a thought begins to kind of like pass by, right? And maybe it's a thought about worry. And I just say, worry is a giant waste of the real estate of my mind. Worry is a waste. So I just say, you are unhelpful thought. I am not going to give you any time right now. So it's almost like you become like this mental Jedi. You begin to see that your mind is like a wild horse that gets to be disciplined, that gets to be understood, respected, and honored by you, but it gets to be directed. right? By your conscious self, but by your higher self, it gets to be directed. And then, when it becomes a habit, you begin to pay attention to the quality of your thoughts and what your mind is focusing on. It becomes easier and easier as simply a way of being present to the monologue inside of your head. And you begin to see that the more you're present to the qualities of your thoughts, the more your thoughts become of a higher and higher nature, because you begin to direct your mind. That's why it's so powerful to have a very clear vision, right, darlings? Every time a self-doubt attack comes my way, and I still experience those, the fastest way to remove the self-doubt attack is to refocus my mind on my vision. That's the fastest way, because here's the vision and here's the self-doubt, right? Here's the worry, here's the fear. So lucidity is a reward of you becoming disciplined with paying attention what your mind is focused on, right? Very powerful, loves, very, very powerful. I was just teaching this at frequency shift course that I just taught. Is people want to shift their vibration, and I was presenting to them the fastest way to shift your vibration is to become aware what you're focusing on moment by moment. And this may sound very basic, but this may be very humbling lesson, because the fundamentals are actually not that easy to master in a consistent way, right? It's the consistent mastery of fundamentals where you wake up and you get curious. I wonder what my mind is focused on right now. What am I thinking? And what am I thinking 15 minutes later, right? So lucidity is ability to see clear which thoughts that moving through your mind are helpful and which are simply not. And the power of you as a sovereign being is your ability to let go of unhelpful thoughts. Simply to say, like, sometimes I will say to myself internally, I'm like, you are such an unhelpful thought right now. I'm just letting you go. I'm letting you go. And every evening I practice, like, very diligently, this ritual where I say verbally, I choose to release any thought forms out of all of my energy system that are not in alignment with my true authentic self. It's kind of like energetic shower. You just let go, you release, and the reward of that is that you have clear mind who is able to remain focused on your vision and remain open to the beauty of your everyday experience. And this goes back to, so at first we had resilience, right? I'm having fun with note cards. Having card fun. So lucidity was the first quality of what will be powerful to cultivate this year. And the second quality is joy, right? Joy, darlings. And joy, how do I describe joy? Because we can all find our own experience of that. So your experience of joy will be unique to you, right? What I have found in my experience, joy is a choice to appreciate. So joy is a choice, but choice to do what? A choice to appreciate, right? So many times you will find that you naturally will shift into the state of joy, that open-hearted presence, where you focus your mind, lucidity, you focus your mind on appreciation, everything that is presented to you through the day. This morning when I was reading, during my morning practice, I love to read inspiring books that raise the vibration of my focus. And one of the spiritual teachers I was reading, he said, really notice, how do you see the tasks that are ahead of you? Do you see these tasks as something that you get to move through, get done, be finished with? Or do you see each task as an opportunity to cultivate intimacy with your moment? Whoa, what a reframe. Because the way we see something determines the attitude that we bring to the task. Isn't it so? Right? So if I see a task that is mundane or dull or something that I have to force myself move through it, I bring the attitude of resistance. And I kind of like I struggle through it. I move through this task with resistance. And even if I accomplish it, I don't feel joy. So what is the point of engaging with anything if you cannot feel joy? Joy is a choice to appreciate. Joy is a choice to appreciate. So imagine you are looking at your tasks for the day, and this is going to be your spiritual practice. Your spiritual practice is to approach each task as an opportunity to experience intimacy with this now moment. I find it's so profound, and it immediately changes my attitude, and it immediately helps me find the beauty and find the lightness in my daily tasks, right? And if I bring this attitude of joy and a choice to appreciate to the most mundane tasks, like washing my dishes, right, cleaning my cleaning my cat litter box, right, like making my bed, answering my email. Me and email, we're still finding a way to coexist. Like I love social media, but email for me is it still takes time to find the joy with it. I'm working on that area, right? So really powerful, the energy that we bring to a task. And then resilience, ability to bounce back quickly from difficulties and challenges. So I find when we have this, ability to see things clearly as they are, and to make a choice to appreciate everything that comes our way, and also everything that leaves our reality, we have this ability to move through the week, through the month, through the year, with a special kind of like buoyancy, right? With a childlike spirit, because you know that any obstacles or challenges that come your way is for one reason only: to help you become stronger in your ability to navigate your daily experience, right? So that's how I look at any challenges or any trials in a spiritual traditions. When you learn, when you study, the path of initiates, people who consciously choose the path of accelerated spiritual training, they don't look at obstacles or trials or tests as something that they're doing wrong, or they're not manifesting things right. They're looking at it as a great initiation rites, right? An opportunity to purify your lower nature, an ability to develop a clear mind, an ability to cultivate joy no matter what's happening around you. So I find 2021 will be a rich an opportunity for us to cultivate lucidity, to practice our ability to choose joy, and to surprise ourselves how resilient we really are if we just lean in into facing every obstacle, every challenge, and every trial with an inner smile. Of that, I am confident. So I just wanted to share this quick inspiration message. These are the qualities of the soul. When you attune yourself to, it begins to grow inside of you, right? So any quality you desire to activate and to um, embody deeper. You begin to attune with your mind, right? Maybe it's a quality of patience. That's something that I'm working on lately. Because some areas, I wonder if you can relate, some areas it's so easy to be patient, and some areas you just like, oh my gosh, I still get to work on this so deeply, right? So whatever quality you choose to cultivate, how I work with that, I tune my consciousness and I say, okay, I'm really working on, or I am attuning myself to the quality of the soul that is patience. And I'm willing to see all the times during my day where my lower nature gets reactive and I lose my patience, right? And I become cold, or I remove my kindness. So it's a powerful process of purifying your lower nature, right? And looking at those patterns that get in the way and that constrict your heart. So, but these are the three qualities. This is something that I choose to commit to cultivate through this year, because when you have that lucidity, right, you're able to see things beyond the veil, beyond the appearance. And lucidity is as a result of creating the time to go within and to get to know your mind, to get to know your soul, right? And joy is a choice. Also, lucidity is a quality of the natural mind, right? So, natural mind, when it's clean, when it's present, it's peaceful, it's calm, it's like a witness awareness, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you, darlings. I hope this served you, and may you find yourself in awe of an ever increasing resilience. And that is a really powerful quality that we can all cultivate and bring to our communities, to our leadership, to our businesses, to our relationships, right? How resilient you are in your relationships. That's for sure a lot of work, a lot of depth that can be cultivated there. So on that note, may you have a beautiful restorative rest of your day, and may you choose to appreciate everything that is unfolding in your day and see how that changes the quality of your experience. And let me know in the comments what you notice, because it's like how we change how we see things, our relationship with that experience will change immediately. So I appreciate you, and I will see you very, very soon.